We've got rain in the forecast here in Orchard Park, but that has not scared off any of the Bills Mafia as they pile into new Highmark Stadium. But tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Davis on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. Able to shake him off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Finding Shakir across the formation. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 39-yard
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the first down, Chiefs.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 11. First down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. To throw, it's Allen. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Patrick Mahomes sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Finding room at midfield, and finally brought down at the 43. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Felix Anudike-Uzomah fighting through to bring him down. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To the air, Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bills 10, Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Brings up second.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
To kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
And it's fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A first down carry for Davis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Allen to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 30. And the first down, Chiefs.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Chiefs.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
It's a loss of 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He was brought down by
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. His throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Davis again. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan is actually...
And my goodness, another interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Davis to run again on second. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, Davis. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Mahomes going to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. And now here is another interception. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
He was brought down at the 28-yard
Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
It's now second
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play ball no matter who's on the field.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Mahomes pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
and
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.